This time on Whatever We Want, we talk about...
What if episode 7? What if Thor was an only child, aka Party Thor? Spoilers, major future big spoilers ahead.
Big boy spoilers.
There are time codes down in the description if you want to jump ahead. We talk everything from how the 9 realms are affected by this giant party, what the heck's up with the Odin sleep, and how is the Grandmaster around with all, and basically just the time frame, and what you need to know about Ultron with the Infinity Stones and Vision and everything, and what the heck's going on in future episodes. Enjoy! Pre-Banter. Daniel, how you doing, my friend?
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm feeling a lot better than last week. I was sick last time, and I'm coming off of it, but I'm better. Thank you.
Yeah, I can tell you're feeling better.
Yeah.
So I just read this thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
About Topher Grace. Mostly known for his role in that 70s show, right? But he's also played Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also played Venom, right? So he was joking about being Venom in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, everything's on the table at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Pretty much what he was saying is like, yeah, you know, me and like Tom Hardy's Venom, like we fight because we like come together in like Tom Holland's universe.
Oh my
and then,
gosh.
Like, just like I beat his ass, obviously. You know, it's like not even a competition.
Dang.
So he's just going about that. I thought it was funny.
I just really hope it's not too overhyped, everything. But anyways, yeah, so pre-banter. We have like a wedding this weekend.
Yes.
So like I'm not sure when this is gonna go out. It might come out late depending on how much I edit, or it just might be less edited. Also, I'm wearing this ridiculous outfit because it's our Party Thor week. We're talking about that, as we said. So let me pop the collar for my roommate Matt. He always did that at parties. You know, got the shades. We're ready to rumble.
What a
All right.
sex icon.
I'm probably not going to wear these anymore. Thank you. Also, just want to thank everyone for following us on TikTok. We just hit 3,000 followers, and among those followers, I saw that the company, the Agbo, which is the Russo Brothers company, followed us on TikTok. So thank you to Russo Brothers and their social media managers for following us. That's really freaking awesome. I literally like panicked. I didn't panic, but I saw that. I was scrolling through literally like half an hour ago, and then I saw it, and I was like, what? And then I checked that it was true, and then I literally just like ran upstairs and like didn't have anyone to tell, and then I called Daniel, and like he didn't
called
pick
me.
up.
I'm like driving back from work. Right?
Yeah,
And I saw he called me. I'm like, what? Okay. What's
so then he didn't pick up at first. So then I ran around some more, and I ran upstairs to my sister who was napping. I was like, Kylie, guess what? She was like, whoa, and I was like, where's the brothers to follow? She was like, oh, that's great. I get out of my room.
Just rolls over. Go away.
No, she didn't say it like that. But yeah. So thank you. Thank you to everyone that's followed us and appreciate our content. We're going to hopefully keep making some more.
Yeah.
Do you see Star Wars Visions came out today?
Yes, but I haven't had a chance to see any of them, though.
I watched the first 3 episodes this morning. I posted a TikTok about it, and people are...
They're all separate,
arguing
like,
in
things,
our... Yeah,
right?
they are. But people are arguing in our comments about what's the best version to watch, the Japanese... or the
sub
English.
or dub?
Yeah, sub or dub, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm just like kind of staying out of it. But like, it's getting exposure, so thank you for people arguing, I guess. It'd be nice, you know? But yeah, all right, now I'm ready. Ready for the intro.
Yes, hit me with it.
You may want us to talk about this or that, but we don't care. We're going to talk about whatever we want. Welcome back to Whatever We Want, the podcast where we, Jake and Daniel, 2 devilishly handsome gentlemen, talk about movies, TV shows, behind-the-scenes insights, filmmaking techniques, all that jazz, and more. We're talking about Party Thor this week. Daniel, what did you think overall?
It was good. Okay, so here's the thing.
That doesn't sound like you thought it was that good.
No, like it was okay, but then like the thing at the end is what brought it around, right?
You liked
like
that thing at the end, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Did you not?
No, I did. I wanted an episode to just end happily and like be a closed loop. and like literally said happily ever after, and I was like, finally. And then like it was like,
no
wait,
closed loops.
what? And I was like, but
Yeah.
no.
I like how the watcher in that moment wasn't doing exactly the same as us. He was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then it turned to actually see what he was seeing.
Which I want to talk about that. But before we get into that, shall we jump into our famous segment, Dialogue Duty, where we talk about all the voice actors that are returning anew.
Tell me. Hit me with it.
Cue the sound clip.
And then it was really hard to sidestep that duty thing.
Thank you, Chandler. So we got Jeffrey Wright back as a watcher, of course. We've got Chris Hemsworth playing Thor, which I thought he did a good job as like the kind of dopey party version of Thor, which I think kind of more aligned with his portrayal, how it's been recently, especially like in Endgame. He kind of was almost party Thor with like how much he was like drinking and just like playing Fortnite, you know? But I like that, like his charisma.
I feel like it's more depressed Thor.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Like he...
But I like how
I
his
agree with you,
charisma
the
really came
charisma.
through in this.
Yeah.
We had Natalie Portman back as Jane Foster. We had Kat Dennings as Darcy. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Samuel L. Jackson as Fury. Jeff Goldblum back as the Grandmaster. We also had his little assistant. It was the same actress, Rachel House, who played Topaz, who was like the person who was like riding on the like little grocery scooter beside him at the end as she was driving away.
We're taking the scoots.
Yeah, we also had Kobe Smulders as Maria Hill, Clark Gregg as Coulson. We had Frank Grillo as Rumlow, or who becomes Crossbones. Taika Waititi as Korg, Karen Gillan as Nebula. We had Surtur, the same actor, was back. Clancy Brown, who also voices Mr. Krabs. So like, that's sick. Mr. Krabs just destroyed the Statue of Liberty and repaired it, so that's cool.
He didn't just destroy it. He hit it up. Like, it was like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
What was that? Like,
yeah. We also had Jamie Alexandra, who played Lady Sif. She reprised her role. We had Seth Green, who played Howard the Duck, which is just funny seeing him again. But we had Alexandra Daniels, who replaced Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. We also had Fred Tatasciore, again, our man Fred. He played Drax again, but he also played Volstagg, who was the big red bearded Viking that likes to eat a lot.
yeah.
We had Max Middleman as Fandral, which is the Blonde Warriors 3. So he's the third person who's now played
Who's played him?
Fandral. Yeah. He was also Max also voiced Harry Osborn in one of the Spidey animated like newer TV shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We also had Hogan, who was like the other of the Warriors 3 that I haven't mentioned yet. He was voiced by David Chen, who voiced Spidey, or not Spidey, but voiced additional voices in the Spider-Man video game. So a lot of Spidey connections, you know? Spider-Man just has a lot of property that they need voices for, I guess. We also had Josette, I can't read my handwriting, Keels, something. She plays Frigga. She replaces Renee Russo, who played her in the movies. And she's also, that actress Josette is in Blended, which is the Adam Sandler film. She's the massage instructor. It's the Adam Sandler film where he blends families. She's the massage instructor.
Yeah.
She's not Drew Barrymore. Yeah. All right. Bazinga Ka-chow. We're out of dialogue duty. Okay. It didn't get you this time. I was waiting for you to laugh. Dang.
I'm prepared for it now. Now it hits me. Or I guess doesn't hit me.
Dang.
Sorry about
that's
that.
sad. Well, I guess I'll have to change it up. Maybe I'll just throw a Bazinga Ka-chow just randomly in the middle of this episode now. And just so you won't... I'm going to do that now. You wait. Unless I forget.
I feel like because I just watched the episode and what just happened, like my brain is kind of like processing that still.
Okay.
So like I'm prepared for like Bazinga and...
Well, you won't be when I say it next. Ka-chow. You don't even remember what it was. You can't even remember. All right. Anyways, overall thoughts. I actually liked that it was a little more lower stakes episode. I mean, it wasn't really low stakes.
Same.
Like, literally, the fate of the world was apparently, like, at risk. Like, it was going to be too much partying or something, which could, like, take down a lot of, like, world leaders and stuff, I guess, if, like, it's just in cultures, if everyone's just partying and not running the world. But it just felt like more like low stakes. It was like, yeah, we're partying with Thor, you know? Yeah. I wanted to know where Selvig was, and also when does this take place? Because, like, do you think this takes place, like, during the events of Thor or no?
That's the thing. I don't have any idea, because, like, it could be sooner, because Jane first picks up on the anomaly when Thor starts partying on another planet, right?
Right.
So it could be, like, a couple of years sooner than that.
Or
same time, though, I feel like it could because we have Darcy, and Darcy had that internship for only a limited time.
But my thought is that maybe Darcy just stayed with Jane, but like for a while, and like my thought is like Jane and Darcy never had that big scientific discovery of Thor, which like kind of projected their careers forward. So maybe they've just been like waiting for their big break for years because they never had that experience like in the original Thor kind of thing.
So you think it's later then?
I think it could be later because I was trying to think of when Ultron could be connected to it, like how Ultron would come up. But I also think this might be an Ultron from a different universe potentially, like universe hopping, which is why the Watcher was like, what? Like, how did this happen? Because like, yeah, I don't know. What would we call that new Ultron at the end? Because it's like Ultron with the Infinity Stones and Vision. So it's like and you think combine Infinity Stones.
Voltron.
Infinity Vision. I said Infisiontron because it's Infinity Stones, Vision, and Tron. But I also like Voltron. Voltron Infisiontron. No, I don't know. Something.
We obviously can't use Voltron, but like,
we're just gonna get copyright
yeah, exactly.
for
So I'm
our
like,
fake thing we've made up.
Like,
Daniel's
true,
like, I want to
but
make
still.
merch of Voltron.
But no, okay. So there's also questions I have revolving about that, but we'll get to that. But naming him, what would we name him?
I like Infisiontron.
The reason why I went Multron, I was thinking multiversal.
Ooh, Multron.
Ultron.
Mulchtron.
So Multron.
I like Mulchtron. Like
Mulchtron?
Yeah.
Sounds like a mulcher.
Yeah. he's gonna be like Thanos after Infinity War. He's gonna once he completes whatever mission he's doing on, he's just gonna farm, but he's gonna be a mulcher. He's gonna mulch like parks or something. Yeah, I don't know like how Ultron could like be connected. I think it has to be like from another universe because I don't know how Vision would be around or like how Vision would come about without Thor and the Avengers and Loki. Like Loki is the reason they have the staff is because Loki invaded and then they get it from Hydra. So unless like someone else invaded with the staff, like maybe he just chose a different champion, like Thanos chose a different champion to invade Earth, like for Avengers in 2012, he was thwarted and then Tony Stark tried to make Ultron again for some reason, or like I don't know how Vision would come about pretty much, you know?
No, I get what you're saying.
That's a possibility though, like so Thanos had another champion come down to Earth and try to invade with the scepter that he gave to Loki originally. It just wasn't Loki, and then this person was thwarted. Maybe because it wasn't Loki, maybe they were thwarted easier than like the Avengers. They didn't have to call in the Avengers, so then Hydra or Stark somehow got a hold of the stone again, and the events played out. Possibly, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, also if it's Ultron from Ultron from another
universe, that's another
right?
possibility. It's just Ultron from
like,
another universe.
In that case, it could still be Loki, but then Loki like still failed, and like the Avengers still surmounted their thing. But then Thor could have like.
But how is he universe hopping then? If he is,
that's the thing. I don't know. We don't know that yet. But at the same time, I kind of feel like he is because the effect that he was using is more similar to like TVA ish kind of.
Okay.
Than compared to like say if he was just using the time stone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Also, I feel like it wouldn't like it's surprising the watcher too. So like I feel like it has to be something that's more.
Yeah, that's why I think it has to be a different universe. So just getting back into the episode, back to the tank. I love that 2 seconds after Odin falls asleep into hibernation, or Frigga just like pokes him and is like, "All right, I'm going on vacation now." Like immediately.
She's like, I'm out.
that was funny. And then I also like just this whole concept of like Thor partying on Earth. Honestly, not the worst idea for how to keep the 9 realms in check. Like if you invite all the aliens to like a giant party and everyone feels included, like you don't want to go to war with one another because you won't be invited to like the sickest party in the galaxy, you know? So like
unless you're not invited. Yeah,
but like he seems to be inviting everyone, so like
yeah, that's true. I mean, even his version of Loki is like
it's chill. Yeah. Get it? He's a frost giant. I didn't even try
dude. He's freaking chonky, man.
Yeah, why is he did Odin like stun his growth? Did Odin
like that's what I was gonna say. Like, what if he didn't
with
feed
his
him
magic or something? Because like, I guess because he was considered like a runt when he was picked up, so maybe he just like had a late growth spurt that just Odin never let happen or something.
Maybe because he was
took
like
steroids, ice roids or something.
Yeah, ice roids. Or maybe because he was on what was it Jotunheim?
Yeah, the frost giant planet.
Because it's more native to him. It's like
yeah, just like kind of caught up to him. Like nature versus
yeah.
nurture kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all that psychology shiz woo. All right, sorry, I'm in my party mode. Let's keep going.
But yeah, dude, he was freaking chonky, and I was like, dang. And but he was like I still like how he had the horns, but there's just like a full on like ice sculpture.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, does he have to like remake that every now and then, or is it just like
just melts every once in a while?
Yeah.
Him and Surtur can't hang out.
Oh man, Surtur I think was also one of my favorite highlights from this episode.
He was in it like just twice. Like he did a limbo and took out all the electricity, and then or 3 times when he broke the Statue of Liberty, and then also fixed the Statue of Liberty. No, my favorite moment of this entire episode was when they're all like partying like in the club, and then Jeff Goldblum cuts the music and goes, release the foam, and then it just like goes out. I was like,
yes, I know.
I like have had FOMO like so bad, like from not being at college, but like I experienced FOMO there. I was like, I just want to be a part of that. Like, what the heck? Yeah, that was.
It's funny you're saying FOMO there, but it's technically also
FOMO.
Oh.
I also liked Howard the Duck and Darcy getting married. I thought that was pretty funny.
Technically, my like, you know, off of the last one that we did, where not the last one, like 2 times ago, where we're like, oh, what if would we like to see? And I said, what if Howard the Duck wasn't captured?
Yeah,
that's technically what's happened.
I guess
now.
that's what would happen. Yeah, he would get married to Darcy.
But I also wonder how like Thor not having Loki as a brother like influenced that, you know?
Right. Yeah. Like it seems like he already has connections to like the what's it called?
The
Guardians and the Grandmaster, like Jeff Goldblum. I kept thinking Jeff Goldblum. I was like, what is his character's name? But
it just is Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, but maybe that's why it lends me to think that this could possibly be like later down the road. Actually, no, because he wouldn't. In our universe, Odin died, which then led him to go to Sakaar. So
Odin is our clock. So no, when he first went to the Odin sleep, when was that?
But that was in the original Thor, but it was because of like the stress that Loki caused him when he started yelling at him with the thing. So like I don't know if that like jump started the Odin sleep, you know? So like maybe Odin was like a couple years away from it. So like I don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, anyways, where were we? Back to the tank. Release the foam. Yeah, so that whole huge party, and then Natalie Portman and Thor like hook up, and then Natalie Portman is taken to the Shield helicarrier, and I love. So Coulson says the party's even spread to Pennsylvania Dutch country, and I was like,
yeah, he said
represent.
that. I was like,
but also I was like, what do you mean, like? It's even spread to that. Like, that's the most ridiculous place a party could be. Like, come on, what the heck?
Dude, the Amish know how to get down.
Yeah.
Okay? May not have electricity, but they know how to get down.
Dude, I'm just picturing Thor.
It's funny because I just came from Lancaster.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like we said, like Loki comes, and I like just seeing Thor and Loki again, and that they were like on good terms and like happy Hogan. That's a connection.
I also I like how Loki was just like he was just a different character altogether
because he had what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He got to rule finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I really like the stylization of the map. Like when they zoom out and you see like the country or continent name on it. Contrary to popular belief, that is not what it looks like from space. But yeah, so then Captain Marvel shows up, and I love the part where he like I thought he was gonna like say a bad word. I was like, whoa, but he was like, there's a Midgardian word for women like you. And then it like the music swells, and he's like, party pooper. And then there's one guy who's like, I'm gonna get up. He's like 3,000 feet away, and he goes like, ho, 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 ho.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
I was like, what noise are you talking? But as soon as you did it, like, I heard it again from the guy's voice. I was like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, so that was really funny. Yeah, and what do you think of the Thor Captain Marvel fight?
I thought it was good and it made sense. Up until the end, I'm not sure if Thor would actually come out on top of that, where he like ends it with, I don't know. I feel like she'd have the upper hand there.
Yeah, like he put it on her chest, and then he was like, "You've lost," and he takes it away. I was like, "Why wouldn't you like keep fighting?"
Yeah.
But no, I loved like the yellow and blue like lighting up of the sky, the clouds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would be different in the actual MCU, because I feel like in this universe, like Thor is not really training to fight too much. I don't think, because like he would be training with Loki and fighting Loki, but in this one he's just like training to party. But maybe he gets into a bunch of like drunk brawls. So like, who knows? Actually, it probably is better when he's sober then, because like he's used to being like wasted and like fighting off people, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So then the plan shifts to Captain Marvel taking him out to the desert or the Arctic, apparently, and like taking him out. Yeah, well, the plan wasn't nukes, but they like the Shield like switched like on a dime, like to like let's nuke them.
That's one of the things. That's the thing I didn't like about this episode the most. I felt like things were escalating way too quickly, and things could have been resolved so much better if there was just literally better communication.
Yeah,
which is what Jane was trying to do.
Well, I think that's a message for life, though. Like I wrote that down too. Like I feel like this whole thing could have been avoided with like just sitting down to talk about the problem. They might have thought it was just escalating too quickly, like with the world kind of ending. Like Stonehenge was literally destroyed, so like that is kind of huge if you think about it. But yeah, they just escalated so quickly. Like I think that shows that might be maybe some messaging towards like how willing the government is to just like nuke a problem or an unknown. Like I don't know if that's any like political statement that Marvel's being like, hey, this is an issue. But I was like, I noticed it. I was like,
it kind of is with the times, honestly.
Yeah. Well, they went. I remember. Hold on a sec.
Oh, it's Mac.
Got a person joining the party.
Can you quantify Mac as a person?
We got a cat. Mac meow.
Yeah, Mac. What are you doing?
He's purring. All right, Mac. Goodbye. Back to the tank. I literally just lost my whole train of thought. Subliminal messaging, government nuking.
Yeah, interrupted by a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I just feel like they could have talked it out more. Like Jane literally just like solo saved whatever that portion of Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
They went from like the nukes are back up to load the nukes, fire in 5 seconds. It was like they went from the nukes are back up to you may fire when ready. I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like I get it because you needed to have tension and
Plot
conflict.
story, cinema.
I feel like things could have you could have got to that escalation point a lot more realistically. If that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, but also they are limited to 30 minutes, and they had to have that twist of Ultron in there.
Yeah, that's true.
So then she calls her mom, and I feel like it took Frigga like so long to get like the last leg to Earth. Like it like was almost like a parody of like when it's just cutting back and forth between Thor doing all these crazy things, and then like in the Family Guy episode, I saw a Family Guy episode. There was like a thing where it's like making fun of how long it took for like Luke Skywalker to like do the plan when he's about to die at the Sarlacc pit, and they just keep like looking and like nodding at each other. Yeah, it's just like that. It just felt like that. Like it just keeps going back and forth, and like 20 years later, Frigga arrives, and
that's the thing. Imagine just being Frigga, because usually the way we see in the movies is like they do it. They're there for like maybe like a minute or two. Like most we've seen is probably like the fight with Hela, with Thor and Loki, and that like okay, so it takes time for things to go through. But imagine just being there, just like I'm ready.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
Also, she's going like head first. Like, how do you think that works with landing? Like, do you just have to like rotate yourself?
Probably flip. I don't know.
Would you flip forward, or do you like tuck in and like put your feet down?
I think it depends. I think you probably have some leeway there. Whatever you want to do, whatever you're most comfortable doing. Daniel, I don't know if you know this, but I have not traveled through the Bifrost, so I don't really know.
Darn it, Jake! I was really relying on that.
Yeah. So then Thor kind of gets away with it. I like that Captain Marvel like kind of comes through and is like nice. He asks her out.
Good
he
cop.
asks Jane out on a date.
Yeah.
Mantis is there partying. So what do you think happened like with Ego?
Ooh, that's a good point. I don't know, because we know that Ego was pretty much, making kids and killing them.
When you feel like that sounds so bad.
Well, that's what it is. He's a bad guy. So
just because you're a bad guy does not mean you're a bad guy.
But no, like
thanks, Zangief.
When did he pick up Mantis? Like, was it when did he like destroy her world, or was it like?
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't seen Guardians 2 in a while. We haven't made it there on our Marvel rewatch. Maybe she just had a day off. Maybe that's just her weekends. Whenever like she's just like contracted to work to help him sleep, but then like she's like, oh, hey, Ego, there's a party going on. You mind if I chill out for like a week there? He's
honestly,
like, right.
honestly,
that's the same with Nebula. Maybe like she's
well, no. Here's the thing. Nebula, there might be there for recon.
I don't know. She seemed to just be having fun. She was really.
She could be too. I don't know.
Reconnaissance work then.
But no, like that could be the same thing with like Mantis, or Ego could even be there himself, because that's like the number one spot for like breeding if you think about it. In a weird way,
it's like a giant festival. It's like the galaxy's it's like the galaxy's like Firefly or something.
Yeah, so like if you're gonna like try to find a kid that
Is Firefly
has
a
magical
festival? I don't know
I'm
anything. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about festivals, so I just want to make sure. Coachella, that's what I was thinking. It's like the universe's Coachella.
But
speaking of Family Guy, Coachella.
Like
You remember that one? Sorry, go ahead.
God. Well, no, because if your ego, right? Like, if you're trying to just find like as many variations as you can, I mean, just make like 20 yourself or whatever. Put them all there, and then you're good.
Yeah. Then we get Ultron, like we talked about. Watcher's confused, and there's 2 episodes left, and we've seen a lot of promo stuff with Ultron, so I think Ultron might be like the next episode might be showing how Ultron came about. Maybe that's
I
why
hope that's what it is.
maybe that's why like what's his face was confused, because maybe the next episode will continue to be like, wait, what is this? Let's view, da-na-na-na, and then like go back in time and watch how Ultron or whatever we called him, like Infisionatron, Voltron, Mulchtron came about.
That'd be cool. I feel like that'd be a good way to do that. Although if we can't go back in time like that, say from like the Watcher's perspective, or even if the Watcher can't like go back on timelines, I don't know if he can or can't. I feel like if that's the case where he can't go back in time like that to see a timeline, he'd be a lot more inquisitive and try to figure out what the heck happened to allow Ultron like that to happen.
Right. And then maybe interfere. Or maybe he will interfere to like see in the past. Maybe he'll hit up Kang. And Kang will be like, no.
I don't think he's going to hit up Kang. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think because the Watcher's the one link that combines all the universes that we've seen so far, he's going to make the multiversal Avengers.
Maybe he'll go to Doctor Strange. Yeah, maybe he'll go to Doctor Strange in that trapped prism and be like, yo, I need some help. And you need some help.
I need help saving the multiverse.
Yeah, like, maybe he'll gather. He'll gather to defeat. This is like the main threat, and he'll gather like Captain Carter, Doctor Strange,
T'Challa, Star-Lord,
Thor, T'Challa, a zombie.
Isn't there also like a Black Widow episode coming out soon, or is that the next one?
I don't know. There's 2 episodes left, and I feel like there's so much we've seen in the promos that like could still happen. So maybe we've seen stuff from season 2 or something. I don't know.
I think from what I've seen from the promos of the Black Widow thing, I think it's like a wasteland that honestly could have been caused by Ultron. So like she's like a lone wolf survivor.
Yeah, so maybe
she's from his universe or something.
Maybe
like that.
We'll see his story through her eyes, through her lens.
Yeah,
because that would be interesting.
That'd be cool.
If that's the case, we called it.
Do you think his stones will work in other universes? Because technically they shouldn't.
Why wouldn't? So why shouldn't they?
It was said before that they only work per universe, and also in the comics that's how it works. So it can only work with whatever universe.
Well, maybe he's found a way to get around that.
That could be true.
He's going to the universes, destroying the Infinity Stones in the past, time traveling with the Time Stone forward, and then being like, "Woohoo!" I don't know.
Ooh! Quick theory! What if we get zombie Thanos? Zombie Thanos
versus
Ultron.
Mulchella?
Multron.
Multron.
That's his new name though, Mochella.
Mulchella. He went to the party universe. The Coachella of the universe. Mulchella. I think we've like removed everything that relates back to like Infinity Stone's Ultron. Like now it's Mulch and Coachella. We have Mulchella, and we know that somehow that
we'll make it a thing. When it gets to like the Reddit pages and stuff like that, that's what it's gonna be. Whenever we go back and read on this character, it's gonna be Mulchella.
Okay. maybe he's just maybe he's just showing up to party. Yeah, like maybe he's just got the invitation late. What if that's the episode? Like he just comes up, like the next episode is the cliffhanger is like, we just heard there was a party, and he's like, oh sorry, like my mom came. And he's like, oh no worries, and he goes back through the portal and leaves.
No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna be like, no party, die, because
like, this party's over. Boom, you looking for this?
Imagine if that happened every time that like a multiversal portal opened. Just Rhodey's there. Boom, you looking for this? Ultron Mochella comes out.
Okay, so this little ad, and I was editing and I was thinking, and I was like, damn, we have to include this. So Vision Ultron, whatever we're calling him, has the Soul Stone, so he has to give up something he loves. Does that mean that he sacrificed Wanda?
Well, if it's Vision, that's what it would have to be, right? But like,
if it's
what if
Ultron, he probably sacrificed Vision. That's like what he loved, but he didn't because Vision's there. So I think he has to have sacrificed Wanda. So that's cold. That's tough.
What did Vision? No, what did Ultron?
Maybe it's like
something.
Jarvis. It's like Jarvis sacrificing, like more Jarvis sacrificing. Like maybe sacrifice Tony. Anyways, this is a little snippet.
What was Ultron sad about in Age of Ultron? I remember him being sad about something.
When Vision got stolen from him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, this has been a little snippet. Just wanted to include that. Thought Wanda might have been sacrificed, which would have been like, whoa. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the episode.
That would not have gone down easy.
All right.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Imagine that. Like he tries to throw her off the cliff, but then she just starts floating there.
Well, maybe she loves him so much that she just accepts the fate. That's layered.
That's layered.
That's deep.
That's an
like
onion.
the pit she was thrown down. Ooh, all right. Let's cut this. You ready for patron shout-outs?
Yeah, hit me with them.
Cue every star music. Boosh, got patron Lori, Frank, Rick, Lisa, Evan, Tony. Thanks so much for making legend tier. See the shout-outs. If you want to support everyone on Patreon, link is down in the description. Gets episodes early. Cool perks, special benefits. Really appreciate all of you. Also, if you want to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or a comment on our YouTube, we will shout it out. Daniel, what should they leave a review or a comment about this time?
I want to hear what people are thinking about what's going on with the origins of this Ultron. If you have any ideas about him or like how he could have became, like write it down and we'll like get together and like theorize.
I thought you meant Reed. I thought you said Reed, like Reed Richards. I was like, what?
Oh, no. I meant like
could Reed Richards be connected to this somehow?
If they brought in the Fantastic Four that way,
I don't think they will.
Be
I don't think they're going to do it.
No, they're not going to do it like that. If? But like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. We have a new comment on our episode with Brandon Swafford. David Bird Science wrote, Brandon Swafford is my favorite artist. Glad you could get him on the show. So thank you, David Bird Science. We really appreciate it. Glad we could get him on the show too. I also wanted to shout out the amazing Carson. We shouted him out last time, but he also wrote that he reached us that they should make a part 2 of the zombie episode. So
yes,
hopefully we'll get a continuation or some sort of formation between everything. Anyways, you ready for the outroduction?
Yes, tell me when.
When?
We just talked about whatever we wanted to talk about, and now we're done.
Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate all the support recently. Seriously, we will be back next week for Marvel's What If Episode 8. There's only 2 episodes left in this series. Let us know if we should talk about Visions, possibly. Also, I know a lot of people, if you're watching on YouTube or even Apple Podcasts listening, a lot of people are not subscribed that watch or listen. If you want to just subscribe, it would mean the world, and it's free, and like it lets you know when we post something. Don't rely on just the YouTube algorithm or the podcast algorithm, Put the control in your hands.
Stick it to the man, Do
Stick it to Ultron or Mulchella.
Mulchella.
Anyways, thank you. Have a good one. Bye.